Hello everyone and welcome back to another Grainman Travels adventure, and today we're back in Germany again on a new map called Burgenlandkreis. Now this is a very interesting map, so let's run through some of the information off of ModHub. Now there is some interesting translation going on ModHub, so I'm going to skip through the information that I can understand the best without having to use some interesting pronunciation, so do bear with me. So this map was actually released on the 25th of the 7th 2023. Now as I said before, I'm running a little bit behind on my map tours, but we're getting there. So this one's actually for PC and Mac, but also only for PlayStation 5 and the Xbox series of consoles, so the later generation, so the next gen. So if you've got PlayStation 4 or an older Xbox, this will not work, so just to make you aware of that. It's on version 1.0.0.0. It's 599.71 megabytes to download, and it was made by some modders called no.82 and otti-peterle no.naim. So interesting name there. So it says here, welcome to the Burgenlandkreis, a region in the south Sachsen-Anhalt. Now this is actually somewhere in Germany. I did a bit of googling to find that out. So there's actually 67 fields on the map, including some meadows. There's 19 forest sites. There's also some video cassettes as collectibles as well. So there's quite a few different farms as well. So there's quite a few different farms, and they have things like cows and chickens and bees, pigs and cows. There's a workshop and a grain store. There's some sheep pens outside of the village. There's a lime mine outside of the village, including a quarry. There's a dairy farm. There's some agricultural dealerships. There's some productions and points of sale, which include furniture making, construction site for your cement, clothes of the world apparently. There's a spinnery. There's a daycare centre as well, so when you go there actually you can hear children. There's a sawmill as well, so yeah, there's lots and lots to this map actually. A couple of things I did notice though, when you're on the loading screen on PC, there's three unusual messages that pop up down in the bottom right hand corner. They're like proverbs or fables, so it's an interesting one. Just keep an eye on that when you first load the game in. So yeah, pretty good. There's also some other industrial and like commercial areas on the map as well. So there's a supermarket, there's a solar park, there's some building areas as well you can drop cement off. There's a pet dealership, a sugar factory. There's also productions for motor oil. There's an oil mill, a dairy and a grain mill. There's some interesting problems with multiplayer though, and also with single player. So I'm running the single player map, but there's also a multiplayer version that's part of the same map, and that's to fix a few issues apparently with gates and collisions. So just something to bear in mind if you're wanting to put this onto a multiplayer server. There's also quite a lot of required mods for this one, so we'll just run through those quickly now. So there's the Bale and Vehicle Shelter by Razak, Bavarian Farm Pack by BERNIESCS, Grain Storage Pack by Camelos0397. There's the Concrete Fence and Gates by Camelos0397. Placeable Buildings Pack by Alien Jim. Placeable Vehicles Pack by Alien Jim. Universal Porch Roof by no.naim. And Hessian Farm by BERNIESCS. There's the Stone Walls by Top Ace 888, which is, I think that's also used on new Mini Brun. Old Pig Fattening Barn by Razak. Medium-sized Warehouse by Pascal Kautz. Half-Timbered Barn by Vertexdezign. Building for Colony by RajotGPLAY. The Riding Hall by no.82 and otti-peterle no modding, so the people who make this map. GDR Buildings Package by Vertexdezign. And Franconian Farm Buildings by BERNIESCS. So yeah, an awful lot of information there to run through. So I think what we'll do, as always, we shall get ourselves back down on the ground and run through the starting equipment. But this map tour, I will warn you, is probably going to be quite long because there's an awful lot of things to run through. So again, there will be chapter markers, so feel free to skip through to where you will find interesting, and let me know in the comments which part of the map you found most interesting, so let's get ourselves back down on the ground. As you can see, we start with an awful lot of equipment, like some of the maps we've reviewed recently, so let's run through these. We start with a Class Arian 610 small tractor with 145 horsepower and 2% damage. We start with a Class Axion 830 235 horsepower medium tractor with no damage at all. We also then have the Deutz-Fahr Topliner 4090H again, so that's also got 40% damage. That's something you might want to repair before you then go ahead and do some harvesting. We've got two different types of trailers. We've got the Brantner Z18051/2 XXL Powerflex, so we've got two of those. They're 19,600 litres of capacity, so that's pretty nice. We've got the normal 6 metre Deutz-Fahr header. We've got the Agramash POV5XL 2.5 metre plough. We've got the Lemkin Smargard 9/500K 5 metre cultivator. We've got power harrow. We've got KHN HR4040 4 metre power harrow. We've got the seeder to go with it, so we've got the KHN Venta 4030 4 metre seeder. We've got the Amazzoni Brescia 4500-2C Super Planter. This one is actually 4.5 metres wide. That's quite a nice one to see. We've got the standard Hardy Mega 1200L sprayer. And we've got the Amazzoni ZA-TS 3200 fertiliser spreader that only does fertiliser, not lime. We also got a FarmTech SuperSys 800 8,200 litre slurry tank. That's nice to see. We get two KHN mowers, so we've got a GMD 4411 and a GMD 3123. So that one's a 4.4 metre rear finger bar, and the front one's a 3.1 metre normal mower. So then we've got a KHN GF 8712 8.7 metre tedder, Samash Z2-840H 8.4 metre windrower. Really like that windrower. And they'll get the Pottinger Impress 125F Pro 125 centimetre baler. Doesn't do wrapping though, just remember that. And then we've also got the KHN RA142 forage mixer. It's got nearly a 12,000 litre capacity, but not quite. And we get the leveller from Duvelsdorf, the MSS 3000, and I don't think I've ever seen that in a starting farm, but I've used that myself. We've also got the Duvelsdorf 3000 3 metre silage compactor as well. We've got a Class FL140 front loader. It's the first time I've seen that as well. And we've got quite a few front loader tools. We've got the Albert fork with grapple. We've got the Albert round bale fork. We've got the Universal bucket. And we've got the Mineo fork. So lots of options there. Standard Deutz-Fahr header. And a couple of weights, a 1.5 tonne weight and a 900 kilogram weight. So, as I say, lots and lots of equipment. And yeah, look at this little beastie. That's very nice with its wide wheels and the really nice power harrow and seeder on there. So, this pretty much takes up the whole garage. So, right, so this is one of your starting farms. We'll run around this quickly. It's quite tight though, so it shouldn't be too fast. So, let's just, so, got a cow barn there. Got some sheds here as well. We've got the baler there. We've got we've got the other side of the cows there. Then also got these silos as well. So I think they're pretty good. Now the farm is actually split over several levels. So up here I believe is the hay barn. Yeah, pretty much you can this is above the cow shed, sorry, so actually where the milk is. There's a hay barn, but this is pretty cool, I think. Something a little bit different again. Should then, hopefully, if all goes to plan, just go down this side again. We've also got a silo there as well, seed silo. And if we go around here, we'll also find the other area of the farm that we start with. So if we go up here and up here, we've got a chicken shed, quite a custom one though, quite a nice one, I like that. And a bit of a pole barn there. And out of here, turn left, down this track. So we're again a bit higher than the farm originally. Down here, we've then got some more modern barns and buildings. This is all ours still. So this is actually where the Brantner trailers are go in here, you'll see we've got most of our other equipment here. We've got the Deutzfahr, got some pallet storage, and we've got all our other bits of equipment. So that is pretty good and pretty nice. So yeah, nice big area. This is one of our starting fields as well. Not massive, but not a bad start. So if we go onto the map quickly, so as you can see, quite an interesting layout actually. But we actually start here. Our starting farm's here. So in new farmer mode, we start with farmland 79, which encompasses our new shed plus the original farm we've got. We've got farmland 1, farmland 25, farmland 15, and that's pretty much it apart from down here farmland 6. So yeah, I've actually got some crops in as well, so that's pretty good. So yeah, very, very nice. So the crop calendar itself has been altered in regards to some things have been taken away. So there's no cotton and there's no sugarcane from what I can see. The actual calendar itself in regards to the timings doesn't seem to have been changed though, so that's pretty good. It doesn't seem to be an awful lot of customization when it comes to the wares and productions, apart from a few down the bottom. So there's a couple of interesting ones down here. So there's the cement bag, engine oil, chocolate pallet, strawberry pallet, milk pallet, food and bread. Now I'm not quite sure what that one and that one are from, or those, but yeah, so there's those there that are customized, and the rest of it is pretty standard. There's quite a few places to take things to sell. There's a few little isms with some of the sale points, like that one. A little bit longer on the name than probably should have had, but you can still read it, so it's absolutely fine. Now, animals, this one's going to be fun, so I'm going to try and find all these as best I can, so you have to bear with me. There'll be a lot of switching between the map, etc. So, first off, we go into our main farm. We know that the chicken coop, which is at the top of the farm, it's a 360 head chicken coop. Down here is this is where the cows are. So where can we find the animal trigger for that? In here maybe? No, don't think so. Let's see what, let's use the mini map. Might be easier. Cowshed medium. Hopefully we can find, there he is, the animal trigger for that. Cowshed medium is a 45 head cow barn. Then I think if we have a quick look, turn off some of the stations, productions. Yeah, I think that is pretty much all the animals that we have on that starter farm. So back to here, we've actually got the riding horse slightly different, so we'll run through that later. We've got a cow shed with barn. Now again, I believe this is listed. So it is here, I believe. Let's just see if we can find the trigger. Hopefully we can. Around here, no. Some of the animals you can actually, there we are, think, if I remember rightly. Thank you very much. Cow shed with barn, here we are. There we are, it's a 30 head cow shed with barn. So like I said, this has quite a lot. So small pigsty, that's very small pigsty. If we can get there, that's a 15 head pigsty. So let's go back to the map. I apologise, there's a little bit of swapping around between maps. Chicken coop here. 360 head chicken barn, so it's very similar to the one that's at the top of the farm, so that's pretty good. We've got some bees as well, there and there and there, so that's cool. So we've done this area, so let's go up here, because this is actually where quite a lot of pigs are. So this is the Schweinsenstall, I believe it's pronounced. Schwein obviously is German for pig. So let's run through here. This is obviously quite a custom pigsty as well. Jump. Oh, nearly got the second hurdle, but not quite. So there we are. 200 head. Then hopefully we should be the right side for the other ones. And up here, there's another animal pen. It's a construction site again, so we'll run through that as well as one of our points of interest. I think that's being manufactured though. Yes, I believe it is. So let's have a quick look. Yes. So there's 3. So there's that one there, and to the right of it, there's this one. And then there's that one. So I tell you what, we'll run through down here, through the forest and the foliage areas. Jump and go from there. And what we'll do, we should have gone left out of there instead of right. Another 200 head pig barn. That's absolutely fine. And then here, probably another one. Yep. Okay. So that's all the animals there. And there's another pig barn here. It's another small pigsty again. 15 head. Then we've got some sheep. Got a sheep barn, which is, I think it's a 25 head. Let's just double check. 75. Oh, my bad. That was incorrect. No more animals there. There's an interesting point of interest over here, but I'll run through that later. I don't think that is pretty much all of them, I believe. Let's just have a quick look at the animals. Chicken coop. And the chicken coop, yeah, cowshed medium, sheep barn, cowshed with barn, yes, small pigsty, that's together. Yep, so we've done all those. Okay, moving on. Contracts, lots and lots of contracts from what I've seen. Pretty good rewards as well. Quite a lot of baling though, because there's quite a few meadows. So, but some harvesting and some fertilising, so that's good. You don't start out with any production chains, but there's a lot of things you can buy. So if you are into productions, don't worry about that. It's a good map for that. What I will do though, if we swap back to the farm, go to here, that's good. Right, so if we have a quick look at the map again, so as you can see we're here, so right, we'll have a quick look at the actual PDA itself. So it's a very unusual map layout, quite a complex road system actually, so there's lots of trails and tracks up into the hills and in between other areas as well, and also this is like a really nice grapevine area as well. So it comes down here and then comes round up. That's actually a quarry, and this is like a processing facility for lime and for buying lime as well. So very interesting point of interest we'll run through later. It then comes around here to where the main village is, where your farm is, and then it also then splits and goes to this commercialised area over here, and then flies back up. And then it goes to this area here, which is through the forestry area, so lots of forestry tracks. The fields are very interesting in size and shape, so quite a lot of diversity, and I can kind of see why this will probably only work on the newer type of consoles rather than the older ones, so that's pretty interesting. So what we will do, I think though, is this is where it's going to take quite a while. We're going to run through some of the productions on the map and some of the things that you can do. So if we start here, we've got a cabinet maker, got your house trigger there. You've then got a few things in the farm. You've got a country trade area, got a water point, a spinnery, a pizzeria, got a keto, which I believe, if you can hear that, that is the place where it's daycare centre, so quite interesting though. Obviously we've got our cow barns there. This is where you can take your cartridges for your games that you can find around the map of the collectibles. Move over here, so we've got some small greenhouses, so we've got 3 here that you can purchase, so let's have a quick look at those. £3,000 each, so not too bad, pretty good. We've done needle and stitch, that's like a clothes factory. A manure tank, got a medium petrol tank, the biogas plant, let's have a quick look how much that is. Not too bad, 875,000, that's pretty good. Got a vehicle shop there, got a sawmill, got the workshop for the vehicle shop. We've got a gas station for LPG production, liquid fertiliser tank, and a couple of other ones for fertiliser, etc. So if we come up here, we've got a building site. Now this is actually a proper building site. It looks pretty cool. I mean, the modders have spent a lot of time putting things like the portaloos in, the warning areas, the wheelbarrows, the skip, some tools and bits and bobs and materials and that would be left over, like a whacker plate there as well. So hats off to them, that's really cool. I think that's a really nice addition to the map, and I believe you can bring things like cement from the cement factory, and they've even had a half done house there as well. That's a really nice feature. We've got a sewage treatment plant now. I've never seen one of these before on a map, so let me know in the comments down in the video if you ever have. But I know it's obviously looks like a bit like a manure pit, but I'm guessing you can probably buy slurry from there. Let's have a quick look. I bet you probably can. Let's have a quick look. How far down do we have to go? Probably quite far actually. Let's have a look. Slurry, no, manure, digestate. Ah, you can buy digestate. That's a good idea. Okay, so let's go back to the map again. So before, these are the bees. That's the beehive location. We've done all these around here. Let's go up here. Got water point there. Medium petrol tank. The lime production near the quarry and the lime station. And up here, there's an awful lot up here. So cement plant by lizards. So actually that's a cement plant production. Got a gasolino production, electric charging station. Quite a few of those, I believe. Yes. So like, you just look down here. So you've got the gas station, plus you've got lots and lots of electric charging points. So that's pretty cool. And they've got the solar panel to go with them. So I like that idea. We've got the dairy. We've got a grain mill. So if you want to buy the grain mill, 96,000. Okay, quite expensive that one. Oil mill. Let's have a look. Custom oil mill actually, because it's got some custom buildings with that. I think the buy trigger should be here. 80,000. I think that's pretty standard actually. Grain mill, agri-bee gas station, point of sales. This is an interesting one actually. This is an area that's got like separate silos or depots for selling everything. As you can see, you've got some places to buy things, but also you've got some places to sell things. So this one I think is for sugar beets or potatoes and sugar beets, and there's other ones for the other types of crops you've got as well. So this is like a big processing facility, so that's pretty cool. So if we then fly over here, great processing unit. And one of the things that's pretty cool about this map, there's a trebuchet here. Yeah, definitely an interesting thing to find, but pretty cool though. Oh, falling down the wall. Oh well, back to the main map. And up here we've got shepherd and wool factory. We've got another workshop, got another farmhouse, got a Ledley, which is actually your shop, got a sugar mill, animal dealer, livestock market, restaurant, local inn, got the bakery, and then we've got the pigs there plus a water tanker and a diesel tank. Then we've got a construction site, which is where we were earlier. So if we go to this one, which is where we were earlier, so again this is another place that you can bring cement I believe and other things. So if I have a quick look again on the map, so apologies about this, but just want to run through some things. Yeah, there you go. So you've got the construction site, pig flattening, lime and cement. That probably needs to be fixed in an update, but hey, but you can take your cement to the building site, and then obviously you can take your engine oil pallet to your workshop, gasolino and another workshop as well, so that's pretty good. Chocolate milk pallet goes to the shop and also to the daycare centre. That's pretty cool. So I think we might have covered all that, so that's pretty good. Right, what I am going to run through though, let's go back to the normal. I am going to go here for a start. So it's a couple of things I wanted to actually show. So this is like an area where you can take your lime and everything, rocks to be crushed. And you can buy the production point as well, so that's pretty cool. But it's got a conveyor system there for some of the stones, etc. I think that's really cool. It's a really nice feature and something a little bit unusual for a map, so just wanted to highlight that. And the other thing, I'm going to have to fly for this, is there's a quarry. Now I believe, off the top of my head, I would say this is a disused quarry, because at the bottom, let's just speed myself up a little bit. I believe this is a disused quarry, because at the bottom is a car park and like a area for you to get a cafe or a drink or an ice cream. And then it looks like you can potentially go on like a cave tour. So I would say this used to be a quarry, and then it had an area where it could get caves. Now let's just go down here a second. This is an interesting idea. I quite like this. This is a very, very interesting thing to do. Nice waterfall down there. I'm going to probably say, wow, cavern, cave. Someone spent so much time doing this that it's really, really cool. I think that's a really, really wicked feature that they spent that much time just making that, just putting that extra bit of uniqueness to their own map. So if we keep walking down here a bit further, we'll get to the end of this, honest, sorry. Oh, stepping stones, water pools. I'm probably saying there's going to be some game cartridges around here, I would have thought, but I'm not sure. Okay, we've got like a plunge pool. Can we go in here? We can. And up here, a little bit. Oh, more caves. More areas. And another plunge pool. I wonder. No, I would say not there. Up here maybe? This is madness, in my opinion, but absolutely wicked at the same time. Someone spent so long. Oh, that's amazing. You come out the other side of the water area and also where you can go for a cup of coffee and an ice cream. I tell you what, after doing that, I'd need a cup of coffee and an ice cream. So that is absolutely incredible. Really, really amazing. Wow. Hats off to the modders on that one. They really need some, a lot of people to say that's amazing. That is wicked, in my opinion. So moving on, over here you've got a massive area for grapes, as you can see. So if you enjoy doing grapes, buy this area of land, and yeah, very much probably the ideal place for people who love doing grapes. So that's that'll take a long time to harvest as well, I think. Just looking around. I'll tell you what, we'll run through quickly. Cartridge area. So this is where you have to bring your cartridges for your collectibles, and there's your games console there. A little bit like some of the other, I think it's Bale that's built on, isn't it, in the main game, so that's cool. And then I think, pretty certain I've highlighted all of the areas that I found incredibly interesting. Oh no, one more, this one, the riding hall. Right, while we're here, I'll just turn off my flight mode. So here, this is quite interesting actually. They've spent quite a lot of time, the modders have, making some changes to this normal shed, and it's turned it into like a indoor horse dressage and show jumping area. So a little bit different. It's like a riding school. I think it's quite a nice idea. It's something a little bit different for the map and also for the game. So you've got this area here where you can do some jumps, etc., and then you've got the indoor area as well. So yeah, I just think it's something a little bit different and a little bit unique to the map. So if we just now then, so let's see if we can swap to a vehicle and do a little bit driving around. Don't want to do too much though, because it's going to take quite a long time to get everywhere, but not that one, not that one. Maybe the Arian. Yeah, just 32, so that's fine. So, I have not driven around this map already yet, so this is probably going to go really wrong. It's quite tight because this is kind of like a French village, or sorry, a German village, so there's quite some tight areas, so you wouldn't really want to be bringing an awful lot of big equipment in, but there's some very nice features. The houses and the textures on the houses, etc., is really nice. Go this way to the right. Where is this going to take us out? Hopefully it's going to take us out onto a bit of a main road, but knowing my driving and my directions on this map, it probably won't. But it's also really nice that everything's a little bit different, so these different textures on the roads, that's nice, like a stone texture. Then you've got some features here of the actual road, but there's some patching been done as well. Just some really nice little features and additions. Let's put our lights back on. So let's go into the main road now. Let's just go up here a sec. Let's have a look on the main map. Yeah, if we go here and probably around there to some of the bigger fields, we can have a quick look at some of the surrounding areas. So again, really nice. Whoops, nearly hit the wall there, but not quite. But to be honest with you, yeah, really nice map. Lots and lots of amazing levels of detail, lots of customization. I mean, even the telegraph poles, etc., look really nice. If we go left, I think. Probably driving on the wrong side of the road, but oh well. Once you're out of the main area though, of like the towns, the roads are not too bad. They're quite a good size. You'd get a good size harvester, like a combine down here. Obviously there's not really a good amount of areas to pull over though, if you did need to. Well, that's the end of the map. Again, my driving and directions on map tools are going really well. Let's just have a look now then. So this is some of the bigger fields. But nice potato field there. Not sure I'd want to do that one myself, but there you go. If we go to the end of this triangle again, actually turn left this time I think. Should have probably carried the road round rather than going to the right, but there you go. We learn these things. But yeah, map undulation's impressive. That's our farm there. So the actual the farm, sorry, the roads and that are not at all flat or just quite gritty and boring, so that's really nice. There's some definite interesting features, and very interesting. I can kind of see with the amount of level of detail and graphical demand why the this is only usable on newer gen consoles and PC. So I'd say the slot count would be really high as well. This is a forest area here as well, so some quite nice trees and nice area there. So let's have a quick look where we are with the map. So we're going out the outside near the quarry, and it's around here and then up to the Vineland and round there. So I think we'll do a little bit further, but not too much more, because I don't want to be just driving around the map for the next 2 hours. But here's some very nice features on this map though, I must admit. Really nice and bright. No collisions on the signs, so that's a bonus, especially for me driving straight through them. So if we just go around this corner, hopefully this will go around the quarry I believe, and just up here should be where the grapevines and the grape processing unit is. So just around here, back onto the main road in a second. But yeah, like I say, the roads are pretty good size and width, so we will jump ourselves onto the main area up here. Oh, crows in the road. Interesting road there. Not sure about that. Probably a bit of something that just needs to be removed in a map update, but oh well. Modders do a really good job on these maps, so we can give them a bit of time for a few mistakes. Alright, build another construction site there. That's pretty good with the traffic lights. I'm about to go off-road, so yeah, really nice. Actually, let's pull in here a second. Let's have a quick look. Got some nice decorative items on here as well, so that's pretty good. Yeah, it's quite a nice idea that maybe in another map update this probably could have moved a bit further in and put another road in, so that's something the modders could do. So I think we'll leave the driving tour there, and we'll probably finish, as we always do, with field prices. So let's have a look. So we start over here. So let's say we wanted to move into 72. 11,000, that's pretty good. 3, 15, wow, pretty good. 29, 13,000, that's also pretty good. Let's jump a little bit size wise. 22 to 138,000. It's not bad though. I think that's still pretty good price. 26, 58, 116. Wow, really good too. Right, let's pick the biggest. 14, under $1 million. Wow, that's very surprising. I didn't expect that. I expected that to be more than that. Let's go for some forestry area. 67, 295. Let's go for a small forestry area. 29. 82. Wow. 13's 550. And we've got a few little quite small ones here actually. So 18, 9, 18. That's not too bad either. 35, it's 12,000. Okay, so to be honest with you, I don't think it's too bad. If you want to do grapes, let's have a quick look. 345,000, again, pretty good. 54, 650, 56, 560, forestry at the top, 62,000. I actually think that's pretty reasonable, all those prices. Let's jump back to the main farm. So hopefully you've enjoyed this map tour. I think this map has got a little bit of everything for any type of player. I'm quite impressed with it. There's a lot of unique features on this, so really impressive. Hopefully you've enjoyed my my take on the map tour. If you have, give it a like, subscribe to the Grainman channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Many thanks.